I can't remember a fucking thing, to be fair. So it was the second album, Morning Glory. I think we were completely still off our heads.
Liam's voice is fucking on another level on that record. Because there's nothing around today that's even remotely fucking comes near to it.
Well, the mystery of Rockfield is that we've attracted the greatest bands of all time, and Oasis is part of the Rockfield history.
It's great to think that we were all, you know, this is where it happened. Yeah.
You know, you lived there, and you didn't leave the studio until you had your album finished. It's like the Big Brother house, isn't it? Just put with tunes.
With Oasis, it was quick. It was fast, because obviously coming off the back of the Stone Roses album that took 14 months, and then other albums that I'd done, they were fast. We was kind of working on a song a day.
The Stone Roses were in here doing Second Coming, and we'd come up here to see Manny to scrounge drugs off him.
The first time we went over there was when we went to fucking have a little snoop on the Stone Roses, wasn't it? And like, you drove the combine harvester over there, and I'm on about a proper combine harvester, and he fucking starts it in one go, and off we fucking go,
Irish blood,
crawling down the road with the big fucking lights on. It looked, drove it into the thing, turned the lights off, and fucking rolled over like some out of the professionals. We went in, didn't we?
Yeah.
And had a little chat with Ian Brown and a few people, and they were playing some songs and stuff, and I think we might have had a spliff and that, and then I think we fucking fucked off. And then I think they did it the next night. I think they come over
Manny turned up
on a tractor while we were in bed, and I think, so they say, he robbed all Gwiggs' weed or our weed and that. So we'd had one album, everything was going well, I think. And I think maybe the money started, maybe it might have started trickling. I mean, maybe it wasn't.
No, it was. Yeah, money had started coming in. Sales had gone round. I mean, definitely, maybe it was up there, wasn't it?
But there was no big sonic fucking, no, I'm gonna shift it this way, or we're gonna do it. I had some songs. I had enough for a record. We were a big, successful indie band. We were gonna not lose the momentum of what we created, and that was it. Nobody fucking had any idea what was gonna happen. I mean, I wrote the songs, and I was more surprised than anyone. And it was fucking freezing. And I remember saying to Owen, I've got this song called Wonderwall. I want to record it on a wall.
Yeah.
There was step ladders, big fucking microphone stand.
So I've been into town.
Oh, yeah.
Probably had a couple of lagers, but I bought a remote control car, right, proper, you know. Next thing, I'm looking out the lounge, and I see Noel sat up on a wall with loads of microphones around him, outside with an acoustic guitar, and I was like, what the fuck, what's he doing, student? And he's trying to catch the atmosphere, you know, the birds singing and all that stuff. So I was like, I'm getting him. So I got this car and I'm like, I'm having this. So I was like, right, got it in first gear. Like, so his car's like, you can see Noel's head like in his headphones. Like, the fuck's that noise? Sort of birds that, you know what I mean? Fucking man. Yeah.
But even that made it. That's on the very start of the album.
Very start of the album.
Because you can hear the birds singing.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at first. I thought it was a bit funky, and I thought
it sounded like a reggae song.
Yeah,
to me. Proper, it sounded like a reggae song.
Yeah, I thought, what's going on?
Weird.
How long did it take you to record the vocal for one?
Not long, because the fucking apparently was happy hour.
Friday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like, it was early doors, man, so I just whipped that down in about 30 seconds, man.
There's a little bit of debate on who was going to sing Wonderwall. Noel was going to sing Wonderwall, then Liam was going to sing Wonderwall, then Noel said, OK, I'll sing Don't Look Back in Anger, and then Liam wanted to sing Don't Look Back in Anger, so there was the debate on who was going to sing what.
Everyone wanted to make the songs the best they could, you know, and Noel wanted to do it too, and if that breeded a bit of fucking competition, then so be it, you know what I mean? But it was, I didn't want to go in there and be better than Bonehead or better than Griggs, but I just wanted to go and be better than me, you know what I mean? I just wanted to go and do my thing, and if I just wanted to, when I heard them putting the songs on, I go, right, this fucking tune needs a banging vocal, so hopefully I can deliver it, you know what I mean?
If I'd have known then what I know now about what Wonderwall would become, or Don't Look Back in Anger, I'd never have finished those songs. I'd still be fiddling around with it. I'm sure I remember doing that bit at the end of Wonderwall, the dun 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 dun. I remember doing it there. It's really frustrating being in a musical collective when you're the only one that knows how it goes. Every song bar roll with it is me sitting here with an acoustic guitar and a click track. which I thought was going to be the pace of the song. Then I would sit and play the entire song all the way through without singing of a song I've yet to write. Imagine doing that Champagne Supernova, 7.5 minutes long. And I would put on a guide bass and a tambourine, and then one by one call the rest of the band down and say, right, this is how it goes in this bit, and you've got to do that, copy that bit, and you do that bit, you fuck off to the chippy, you fucking, you know.
Noel would get in and he'd put a guide acoustic down always. White'd nail the drums, and it'd be like, right, bass, in with the bass gigs. Me, in with the guitar, he'd do his overdubs, he'd come in and sing. It was really quick and all. I remember that, a really quick session, song after song, you know, it's just...
That's because there was like loads of pubs in town that we heard that were good, you know what I mean? It was like, get in there and fucking smash it out and then fucking pub.
We'd be at the desk and everyone would be sat on that couch and we'd be trying to do something, and every now and then you'd have to turn around and say, will you fucking shut up or fucking go back to the house? All right, fucking all right. It's like seeing it trying to work, everyone's arguing about football. When the eventual fallout happened, Liam had brought a load of fucking idiots back from the local village, and I'm like, well, I'm here to fucking make a record, which I haven't actually written yet. So if you want to do that kind of fucking shit, do it somewhere else. Don't do it here.
Instruments, you know what I mean? A lot of all the rest of the band played instruments. I'd sort of do my singing and I'd be sort of bored, you know what I mean? So then I'd be sort of just going twiddling my thumbs and I'd think, oh, I'm fucking got a boozer. So I'd be in the pub most of the time with whoever. So then I'd bring a few people back, and I think that's when it all went a bit tits up with me and all, because I don't know where he'd gone somewhere, but like loads of people come back and started looking at his guitars and shit, and you're not allowed to look at his guitars.
And it all went a bit...
Yeah, I had a little argument, and then that was it. I think we had a little bit of a... Oh, and then we smashed the
It was a
gaff
proper
up, I think.
fight. It was a,
yeah,
it
I
was a
think
proper brawl.
It was cricket bats and air rifles.
Dustbins.
No, I might use the cricket bat to hit me or just wave it at my head. I don't remember much, but...
We had air rifles,
yeah,
and we
we
locked
had
them
air
up.
rifles.
They got locked up because they might have got used.
It was just a lot of just running around and fucking throwing shit at people, and I just remember him getting in the car, driving off, and I was stood there like a fucking wild bastard, just going, "God, you fucking shitbag!"
Didn't you throw a dustbin at the car or something?
Yeah.
I think it was flying up the drive,
Should have, It's just little things, but them little things are just little, aren't they? You know what I mean? It's the crack in it.
Was that one of the biggest fights you've ever had? No.
Probably, yeah, it was one of them, but
It's a proper one. As fights went, it was a good one.
Yeah, I think Noel went home.
He's always been a bit like that, you know what I mean? What are you doing bringing people back when we're working? And I get it, you know what I mean? But my argument would be, what are you doing fucking taking 900 fucking takes to fucking do one guitar riff when you should be in the fucking pub with me? Do you know what I mean? Entertaining me!
So they came back, paid the damage, about 800 quid, we didn't mind. They apologised, and do you know what? They went to that studio and did one of the greatest records in the world afterwards. How's that?
When we agreed to do this, I was saying to Marcus, give us a bit of the backstory. And he said, you're booked in for 6 weeks and you finished it in 3. And one of those weeks you had off because you'd had a massive fight.
Yeah.
And we worked out, I think it was 12 working days. We were doing a track a day,
We did a track,
which is
amazing.
insane. If you listen to the record, it's split into 2 halves. Half of the songs have got a second verse. They were all written before I got here. And the rest of the songs, just the first verse twice.
Yeah.
And then maybe a third time. That was me getting in there and going, you know what, fuck it. And everyone always goes on to me about the sound. What the fucking sound of that record. And I'm like, I can assure you that going in there, nobody had an idea of what they were doing. It was just, because nobody had heard the songs, because we didn't do any demos. So nobody knew what we did. Some might say at Loco.
Yeah.
And Acquiesce.
Yeah.
I think we might have jammed Roll With It in a sound check somewhere. The rest of it, nobody'd have heard before.
No, Alan White had it. Yeah, this was the machine you used. So this was, because this used to be in the other studio.
Right.
It was in here. So that was the tape machine that we had.
So that album was all done on tape. Yeah, it must have been, I guess.
Yeah.
Wonder where those tapes are. Fucking, I love the 90s. What? We had great songs, great band, great frontman, great singer, fans who believed in you. Then the live things went through the roof. We were #1 in the singles charts and #1 in the albums charts consecutively for weeks. That's the kind of shit I dreamt about when I was at school, do you know what I mean? You know, nothing was ever the same after that. Then the money came in and all fucking hell broke loose. We'll still be sat here in another 25 years, you know. So I was like, actually.
Yeah, we were banging into it 24/7. We were also, which is our downfall, we were also into fucking the other side of it as well, the party side of it, you know what I mean? Like, all these bands that sit there and go, oh yeah, we're fucking great. Yeah, you're great. You were shit at getting off your box, though, weren't you? So you lot can go, you know what I mean? We were good at being in the studio, and we were also good at being in the pub, you know what I mean? And I'm proud of that as much as I am of the great vocals and the fucking takes in the studio, you know what I mean? We were fucking into the whole thing, man. We were walking and talking in a certain manner and singing or whatever and playing in a certain manner that it had to go off, you know what I mean? The music went with what we were saying. Had swag, you know what I mean? I felt we enjoyed the life, you know what I mean?
Can you hear that in the record?
But I think
Yeah,
so,
yeah, definitely.
There's a happy vibe on that album, man, I think. I love being in residential studios. I fucking loved it. You're a proper band, aren't you, when you're in there? Who knows, man? I mean, music's done different now. I do a lot of my stuff fucking through emails, man. You know, they fucking email you the drums and that these days and go out and email you the hi-hat. In 10 years' time, you've got half a tune done. It's just, where's the vibe? Where's the vibe of that?
Were you close at that stage?
Yeah, super close. We're all close.
Yeah.
We weren't like Bros or anything. We weren't fucking like fucking Jedward, you know what I mean?
Jedward.
You know what I mean? We weren't like, we just go all right and he'd go all right and then that'd be it, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was the story of the band's life, man, really. Sort of be good one minute and then it'd be chaotic the next. Until the poor lad had enough one night in Paris.